First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Lakar Kodash, that belongs unto the apostles and elders of GMS that teach us His word, and, and Shalom unto the hopeful elect upon the four corners of this earth. Let's try and make it up out of here. So today I want to get into being comfortable with yourself in this faith and letting your walk with the Most High be personal, because I've dealt with it and I've seen other people deal with when where they're not comfortable with themselves in this faith, where they look at someone else and they feel like they're better than them or further further along in this truth than they are. And someone can be further along in this truth than you are, but that doesn't mean that the Most High doesn't want to see what you have to offer as well. You shouldn't you should want to be yourself in this truth. You shouldn't look at someone else and because you feel like they're better than you in this truth, you try to be like them because that's their walk with the Most High that they're having. You should be focused on your walk that you're having. If you feel like you need to work on yourself, then you should work on yourself. But you need to realize what you can bring to the table and try to master that. Try to master your art because that's what the Most High wants to see. The Most High doesn't want people in this faith that are just trying to walk other people's walk. You have your own walk with the Most High, and you should be focusing on that. That's why the Most High brought you into this thing. He didn't bring you into this thing for you to for you to see someone else's walk and try to copy it. That's not what we're here for. We all have a personal walk, and we should be comfortable with that walk. And if some of us go slower than others, that's okay. As long as you're staying in this faith and this truth and trying to progress, as long as you're putting one foot in front of the other. Just because you see someone else and you feel like they're moving along better than you are, that doesn't mean that you should try to. Now you should, if you see someone around you and you see that they're on fire, that spirit should put you in the spirit to want to move along and make progress as well. But you shouldn't try to completely emulate and copy what they're doing and turn it into your thing, because that's them, that's their walk, that's their faith. You shouldn't try to just be a copycat of someone else and try to steal someone else's swag. Somebody got what they have, and you got to realize what you have and what you can bring to to the table. Romans chapter 12 verse 4 says, "For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office." Here, Salakia. Yeah, I started verse 4. "For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office." So we have all these people. We have 144,000 people in this body, but not all of us have the same office. Not all of us are doing the same things. It says, "So we, being many, are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us. Whether prophecy, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. Or ministry, let us wait on our ministering. Or he that teacheth, on teaching. Or he that exhorteth, on exhortation. He that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth, with diligence. He that showeth mercy, with cheerfulness." So it's saying right there that everyone has their own thing that they do, and they should focus on that. They should focus on what they do in this body, because everyone's important. If all of us was one human body, every part of the body is important, because you could take away what seems like a small part and then the whole body's thrown off. You gotta realize that even though you're not the hugest part of the body, you're still important. You still have, if you weren't a huge part, then you wouldn't be in this faith. The Most High wouldn't have put you in this. He wouldn't have put you on the team in the first place if you weren't important. If you weren't important enough to the Most High to where He would give you a chance on this team, he wouldn't have given it to you. Period. The Most High saw something in you. There's you just because someone around you is doing their thing, you feel like they're progressing better than you, doesn't mean that you aren't an important part of this faith as well. Now that doesn't mean that the spotlight is all on you and that this is a you thing, but it's just me saying that you should still be comfortable and understand that you're still walking with the Most High. As long as you're progressing, you're 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 all right. You don't have to look at someone else's walk and try to take that from them. You should be focused on your walk. You should see what you can do to be a functioning whatever part of the body that you are. Try to excel at that. Don't try to see. Don't be a foot and try to see what a hand does and try to copy it. No, you're supposed to be the one walking. You can't grab onto stuff. You're not supposed to be grabbing onto stuff. Your job is to walk. Let that hand do what that hand does. Be comfortable with being a foot. See what being a foot is all about. Look up what, for example, if you are a specific part of the body, and there's people in the scriptures that were that part of the body, look up how they carried themselves and try to get some inspiration, because there's people in the past in the scriptures that were probably in the same position you were, that probably had the same gifts that you had. You have gifts that you can bring to the table. But if you don't take advantage of that gift, then you're never gonna be able to to let yourself reach your full potential. That's what the Most High wants to see you do. He just wants to see you hit your full potential. He wants you to max out on where you're supposed to be at. Be comfortable with yourself. Be comfortable with yourself and know that you're in this faith for a reason. Try to excel in your walk. Don't see someone else's walk and try to take that from them. That's their walk. Don't don't do things out of jealousy or vain, and try not to put yourself down because you see someone and you feel like they're doing better than you. You could be doing just as good in your department. Not everyone can be a leader. Some of us have to be followers. We're all followers under the Most High and Yahweh Shai, are we not? So some people have to be followers, and that's okay. As long as you're walking this walk with the Most High, and you're progressing in this faith, you're progressing in this truth, as long as you're on your path to making it up out of here, you're okay. So that's all I want to bring out um regarding that topic. I didn't have too much to go with it. It was just mostly me speaking upon it, and that's all for the most part. But with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Machar Kodash, and Shalom.